Hello everyone, Tuks here and I am back. So yeah, this is going to be something new for me because I have never ever do a review for a movie, and this is going to be my kind of first impressions, reaction, review about My Little Pony, the movie that just released today. And I gotta say, my experience first, I'm going to be separating this video in spoiler-free and talking about actual scenes in the movie. First, I'm going to talk about no spoiler-free. I'm going to talk about my experience in the theater. First of all, I was the only person in the theater at 2 p.m. I watched the movie at 2 p.m. You can see it somewhere in the screen, a photo I took inside the theater. I was the only one in the theater for that particular scheduled movie. Okay, but that was like it's because it was the first time the movie was going to be projected in that theater. It was early and it's on Friday, so maybe and tomorrow Saturday will be like more people going, or I don't know. It was just that time I go to the theater and watch the movie, because when I exit all the credits, there was families. No, I didn't see bronies, or maybe I don't think so. I don't think I saw bronies. But I saw families that bring her children to watch the movie, and it was okay. I mean, it's good that families brought her children to watch the movie. Also, try to support the official release. Don't watch it online, download it or something. I will try to when it got released on Blu-ray or whatever on the internet, I'll try to watch it on English because I watch it on Spanish. This is the next topic I want to say. The voice actress for movie, at least in Spanish, they were pretty good. I will say I know Tabitha, Tara, and Ashley Ball, Andrea Lindman. They're gonna be great because I prefer to watch the show in English than in Spanish. Not because I hate Spanish actresses. Actually, I kind of enjoy the series in Spanish, but I prefer it on English. I don't know. I watch it both in English and in Spanish. First in English, and then when they brought that particular episode in Spanish, I watch it again. But at least the songs, all the work of making this translation, they were pretty good. I would say most of the movies I watch in Spanish that they are dubbed in Spanish, they are mostly they're pretty bad. But at least for this movie, thank God, it was pretty good at least. Also, you can see over there, I have my little the popcorn thingy. I have it over here, and it's pretty good. Well, yeah. By the next topic I want to say, what else? Non-spoilers. I have no idea. Well, in the particular, I will say that the movie was okay. It was a little better than okay. It was a good movie. Not something like 10 out of 10, but I will say 7.5, 8 out of 10, I will say, because the animation was spectacular. I mean, the new animation style, it was It was astonishing. When the first frame of the movie just came out in the theater, all these surround sounds and everything is just like, it's a pretty worth it experience when you watch it on theaters. And also the plot that I will talk later, I will say it's like a little cliche, but it was okay. It was okay. It turns out pretty good. And the conclusion, it was okay. I will say, if you see the series, well, no, I will say it in later. I will say later. So maybe there is no one here that wants to be spoiled on that. But overall, I think that the movie has between a 7 to an 8 out of 10 in my, for me. I will say it's a 7 or an 8 out of 10 because there's some little things that made me think, oh, that would be better if they turned out like this and that, and most of little parts of the movie that I dislike. Not dislike, I think they could be better. I will say that. But yeah, now let's talk about spoilers. Yes, so if you don't want to be spoiled, please get off this video right now because I'm going to talk a little bit of this movie. First of all, the little plot that it is, first, it is about a friendship, I will say party or reunion, so I don't remember the particular word they say, but yeah, it was something in Canterlot, like a concert or a reunion for friendship purposes, friendship is magic. First we started with Twilight, trying to make this nerdy Twilight that we love. Well, at least I love. It's pretty cute that Twilight is like, oh, if you can do this and that, and very specific request of Twilight. That was pretty cute. Also, then Sea Pony was pretty good. Also, the songs I want to talk about, the songs are pretty amazing. At least I watched them on Spanish, and like I said first, the voice actors were incredible. I need to listen to the music in English so I can have a little comparison between Spanish and English, but at least in Spanish they were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Then, if you watch the trailer, there is this Tempest, Commander Tempest, that came to Equestria to try to steal the magic. I say in the trailer that I don't know what magic or what, but they were after not only Twilight, they were actually for the four princesses, like some kind of T-Rex wants all the magic for himself, but in this case, Commander Tempest wants the magics to the King Storm King. I don't remember the order of that, but because of he promised to her that if she delivers him this magic, it will regenerate her horn or try to fix it, because that Tempest has a broken horn and all that thing. Then, this Tempest came to the party. They start fighting. Also, Tempest it is pretty badass. The Tempest pony OC that has a broken horn. It's pretty amazing. She also has this kind of bubbles rocks that can turn any pony to stone, or I don't know if it's stone or if it's crystals. I don't know what it is. But it was funny that Derby have been making. She was petrified, I mean, there has been a lot of hints that she would like to be an Alicorn princess. The Halloween episode, she cosplayed as a princess. The dreams in the Royal Problem, and all that kind of stuff. It was pretty funny. Also, the references in this movie, there are a lot of references to the series, and I love every single one of those little references. I love those kind of details. And thanks for that, MLP staff. Also, another thing, I cannot... In all of the movie, I didn't stop laughing or making this smile face. Well, at least at the end, that was the sad problem. I will take care more. I will explain that later. But that was the only part of the movie I stopped smiling, like, oh, I like this movie. But, well, then, before Princess Celestia was petrified, she told Luna to go to the hippo, and then, well, yeah, she didn't finish the sentence, but said to Luna to go for the hypocrites, I think it is. Hipogrifos in Spanish. I don't know how to pronounce that in English. Hippogriffs, I think. But unfortunately, Luna also got caught up. And Twilight and her friends, they were lucky to escape for this assault of Tempest and all these soldiers of the Storm King. Then we have this little city that reminds me, I don't know, that everyone for himself. This marketplace, this giant marketplace, and then we have this character Casper, I think. Or Crasper, I don't remember the cat, man. And he's like just looking for himself, and he has some kind of have to pay to somebody, and when he saw the ponies, they think, maybe I can sell them to this guy I own, and he helped them to pass the city. Well, help them in quotes, because later on he tried to sell them to another person, to some kind of zoo, or I don't know, or a circus. I don't know what type of they were going to be selling. But Tempest caught up and tried to again caught the princess Twilight. But lucky for them, again, they escaped again. I mean, they were pretty lucky in this movie for escaping Tempest. After that, Casper was prison for, well, not prison. Tempest caught Casper and want them to say to her where they are going, and because of her generosity, he tried to support them by telling Tempest the wrong way they're going. But unfortunately, Rainbow Dash make a sonic rainbow in the middle of a song with the pirates. That they are another great crew, and yeah, they were like, oh, there is a sonic rainbow over there. You lied to me. Why did you lie to me? And he's like, I don't know. I have no idea they were going there, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was kind of Rainbow Dash's fault. Also, the behavior of Twilight in this movie, I kind of understand it, because if you go to another country, not along with your friends, okay? in this case, it's not your country. Well, yeah, it is your country. Equestria is like this kind of country, and there are other countries with different species. Maybe, but yeah, if you go to another country, you're not going to trust anybody, or not going to make friends with anybody. That's why I kind of understand Twilight, that not trusting with Casper and not trusting Selena. It was Selena, right? The captain of the pirates. That scene where they were going to kick them out of the boat, and there was lunchtime and they just stop and go to lunch. It was, wait. You were going to kick us out of the boat and you stopped for lunch? And then Twilight is like, shut up, please. That face was the best face I think in the entire movie. It was like, shut up, Rainbow Dash, or I will kill you. I don't know. It was a pretty funny face of Twilight over there. And then Rainbow Dash tried to convince all the pirates to go against King, the Storm King. And they sing the song, and Rainbow Dash did her rainbow, and Tempest knew they were not in the east, and they were going to the north, or with the hippogriffs and all that kind of stuff I mentioned earlier. Then we have the sea ponies that actually were pretty funny, and I was really expecting so hard a shooby-doo. I was expecting just a little of that song, I don't know, I will die in the theater if that happened, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And luckily for me, because I didn't die of laughing in the theater. But yeah, we have this Princess Sky Star? The princess is pretty cute. It's this kind of Pinkie Pie-ish personality that I really enjoy how they connect with Pinkie Pie and all her friends. Also the Queen Nova, or that was the actress name, I don't remember. But the Queen of the Hippogriffs, it was self-protecting their people. I know it is kind of the right thing to do if you are a king or a queen or a governor or a president. You want to protect your people, and I understand the point of view that they were on that island, and the Storm King wants to invade them. She wants to protect her people, and it's like this Atlantis city. She made that all the hippogriffs were sea ponies and live underwater for the rest of her life, in quotes again. But then here is the not disappointed part. I will say that it is kind of strange that Twilight was the one who think this, because she made her friends distract the princess, and the queen was making bath or spa treatments, and try to stall this artifact, this pearl that will make her win a battle with the Storm King. I mean, Twilight is not like that. I mean, that was the thing that I say. Why Twilight? Why would you ever think that? Or how could you think and that this was a good idea? But he got caught, she got caught in the middle of the act. The queen practically banished them from her kingdom. And there comes the sad part of the movie when it was this conflict between Twilight and her friends that she was not understanding why her friends trust everybody, that it was not Equestria, it was another part of the world or the moon or whatever in the universe. And they could not make the same things they make in Equestria. And I mean, I kind of understand that, but also if you're like that, I don't know how you cannot make friends with with everybody. I mean, Pinkie Pie, it's Pinkie Pie, and everyone else tries to make friendship with everybody because they are united, and friendship is magic, you know. But I don't know why Twilight actually, she actually get mad in her friends. And this was the part of the movie when I say, wow, this got real and really quick. This kind of conflict and the separation, and then Twilight, actually Tempest cut up Twilight, and then Spike as always late telling her friends that she was kidnapped and everything like that. And so on and so on. But the really good part, I actually say, okay, it was pretty good, is how every species unite against the Storm King. We have the hippogriffs. Well, actually it's only the princess first. Then the cat Casper, he also want to help, and the pirates also want to help because of the friendships that they made out of Equestria. I mean, it was a pretty good like plot twist that actually they want to help because they help them by the pirates to have their confidence back. Casper to that already show him generosity, and it is not every pony by himself. In this case, every cat by himself. And Pinkie Pie with the Princess Star, the Sky Star. Then they go to fight against the Storm King and Tempest. And we have this amazing song of the backstory of Tempest, that at least in Spanish the voice actress I think that I liked the most was Princess Sky Star. I don't remember actually the name of the Princess of the Sea Ponies, but her voice was pretty good. It was a pretty good voice she had. But yeah, Tempest, it's kind of Starlight Glimmerish problem that she fought. Well, not she wants to make her seem like a strong pony by trying to have this ball that came to the Osa Minor cave. And by accident the Osa Minor, well, not accident, it was self-defense of the Osa Minor that actually broke her horn and have this scar on her eye. And then her friends, because the magic, her magic was kind of acting strange, not stable, that her friends actually fear her. That then again she had no friends, and she thinks that you are stronger if you don't have anyone to support you, and by doing things by yourself you are stronger and everything. This cliche thingy that we have on the show right now with Starlight Glimmer, that maybe it's a little different, but it is kind of the same thing. And then after this amazing song we had of Tempest, we arrived to the palace and we finally meet the Storm King. That actually, as a villain, maybe because I haven't read the comics talking about the Storm King, but he was like have no how can I say, an objective, just wants power and wants to create a storm to make chaos in all the world and everything, right? But maybe I think that his backstory is in the comics. I haven't read them yet. I hope his backstory is in the comics, because there was a series of comics that was a prequel to this movie. And then we have this little fighting scene with all the main six and the soldiers, and Twilight with the Storm King. And yeah, the Storm King died, for kids. I mean, he wants to make Twilight and her friends in stone, but Tempest wants. Well, I didn't mention that. Why did the Tempest do this? Because the Storm King actually said to her that if she can make him stronger and have all this magic, these powerful abilities, he will cure her horn and all that kind of, yeah, I am using you, I actually I don't care about you, and all that kind of cliche, villainy, allies, sidekicks position. That I think that these arguments was that kind of that say to me, it could be better, but they use this cliche thingy. Not make me mad, but it's like there could be a better argument so she can turn into the good side, but it's okay for me. And then because the Storm King want to turn them into stone, Tempest comes to the rescue and actually backfired the stone thingy with taking Tempest and the Storm King from the balcony. Fortunately, Twilight catch Tempest with her magic, but the Storm King died because he turned into a million pieces. I don't know why almost every king just die in this series. I mean, it's King Sombra, now Storm King. They actually dead. But yeah, the argument of Tempest turning into the good side, it's like Starlight Glimmerish, you know that. And then at the end, it all just was good, and the party was again running on. And then the Sea Pony sing her song of Rainbow. That it is pretty good. The song, that's the only thing that they didn't translate, and I am really glad they didn't, because the song of Sia was pretty good. It was a pretty good song. But yeah, I think that's it about the movie. I talked to you the movie, all these little scenes, but I think that's it about the movie. Maybe I am leaving something behind. Also, the cameos in this movie, they were pretty good. That I say, the references, they were pretty good. The background ponies, they were there. Well, yeah, the camera caught my little recording, but I was saying that the references were pretty good. All the background ponies were there. Discord was kind of there. Actually, no, there was a formal balloon and a silhouette in the credits. Tree Hugger and Moon Dancer was there. Derpy, Lyra Bonbon, Big Mac. The CMC, actually, I didn't see Sweetie Belle. I saw a little bit of Scootaloo and I saw Apple Bloom. They were pretty cute. Granny Smith, Big Macintosh, Applejack, I mean. Who else? Well, all the background ponies, Bob Biceps, Berry Bunch, and just everyone was there. I mean, for all the bronies, so no one get mad, there was a little part of every pony in there. Starlight was there. Also, the fact that Starlight actually didn't do anything, it's like, okay, I know that the movie is about the main six. Actually, main six, not making Discord or the Princesses Again or Starlight Glimmer or even the Changelings. They didn't appear. I think they didn't appear. But the movie was focused on the main six and how they solved this big problem that came through. And I think that's it for the movie. As I said earlier, I think it's a 7 or an 8 out of 10, at least for me. If you don't watch the series, I think the movie itself has really explained you all these kind of things. But if you're a brownie like me, you watch the series, I think you will be more satisfied than the people that don't watch the series. Maybe don't understand jokes, or maybe like the 20% Cooler or Bold Biceps or Flourish IGA and all these kind of details that are made for brownies practically, or the people that watch the series. But yeah, I think the movie is self-explanatory. Like, it's pretty good, making that job pretty well. And I think that's it. I think that's it about this movie. As I told you, I freaking love this movie. Try to support the official release. Please do it, because it is pretty important that this movie succeed on the theaters. So maybe we have more content for the series in the future. Or even better, another movie for actual movie of ponies, not Equestria Girls. Don't get me wrong, Equestria Girls is pretty good. But I think everyone likes more the main series than Equestria Girls. Then actually Equestria Girls is coming like a little better in these days. But that's another topic. But yeah, as I said, for me, 7 or 8 out of 10 ponies in this scale of rating. And this was my review, kind of reaction, thoughts, first impressions, however you want to call about My Little Pony, the movie that just came out. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to watch the last week episode right about now. I hope to upload this tomorrow in Saturday, or even right now in the early Saturday. I will try to upload this. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.